the talented, the funny actor extraordinaire Frankie Grande will be joining us shortly. But first, I want to let you all know that Mother's Day is right around the corner. And I know you have those special women in your life. And I want to give you guys a promo code for CozyEarth.com for 40% off your final order using promo code 40. That's 40 Justin, Justin, for 40% off your final purchase. And I mean, they have some new colors, some new items that are going to be available on their website, but please go check it out. It's the most comfortable thing you will ever put against your skin. Hypoallergenic, temperature adjusting, bamboo fabric. I love them. Shirts, towels, sheets, comforters, baby blankets, socks, you name it. It's there. 5 years in a row on Oprah's Favorite Things. Trust me, you'll be so happy, and so will the ladies in your life. Now, let's get into it this week with this week's guest, Frankie Grande. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another week's episode of Just Saying with Justin Martindale. I'm Justin Martindale, and this week we are going to get gay.
Yeah.
There, I said it.
Get gay, baby, get gay.
I am joined by a dear friend of mine. He is, I mean, my God, where do I even start? Like, producer.
Right.
You are in the new movie Summoning Sylvia, available on Amazon Prime. Broadway, singer, reality star, entrepreneur, husband. It's Frankie Grande.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so grateful to be here.
I mean, here's the thing. I have been running into you
Everywhere.
all week.
Yeah, it's great.
Everywhere.
I'm obsessed.
So, I just want to start right off the bat with this amazing movie that I got to see, and I'm so honored to see. It was so funny. It's called Summoning Sylvia, available on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, everywhere.
On
Apple
Roku,
TV,
Apple
Roku,
TV, yes.
Vudu, Hulu,
Pornhub,
not Hulu.
yes. And
Anywhere where you can hit purchase or buy.
yeah, get into it. It's 2023.
Yeah.
You know how to do this by now.
Yeah, exactly.
You
It's
stayed
also
at home
rentable.
for 3 years,
Yeah,
you know?
can rent it if you want.
So it was over at CAA. You had a screening there, and I honestly had no idea what I was getting into. I got the invitation, and I was like, you know what? Let's go check it out. I get there, and it's like all of our friends.
Yeah.
I was like, Lance and Michael are there.
Yeah.
Shangela's there. Shangela led a toast.
I know.
I was like, all right, this is my people. This
Yeah.
is my tribe. And the movie is so wonderful. The cast includes, I mean, I have them right here, Michael Urie
Yep.
from Ugly Betty, yourself, Noah Ricketts, Travis Coles, Troy Iwata. And it is so wonderful. And it's unlike any movie that I've seen. Why? Because it's in the moment.
Yeah.
It's just, you want to tell us about it?
I mean,
and how it came to be? I'm just like,
Sure. No, I'm obsessed with your gushing, and I'm really, really grateful.
I get that a lot.
And you really did have beautiful words to say after it, which was so great. And I'm grateful that you were saying that you were surprised, because I do think people don't know what they're getting themselves into when they come into the theater, but when they leave, they're just laughing and smiling. And of course, now in your own homes, you don't even need to go anywhere to laugh and smile, which is great. And we need that today. We need that in these times when we're going to, every day is a this and a that, and, we don't need to get to the dark place. But it is nice to have a little bit of cheer in the world. And so this has been really a beautiful project for me. And I'm so grateful that I said yes when Alex and Wes asked me to be in it. They originally, we did a reading of it, and they said, "Will you be in the reading?" And I said yes. And it was a completely different cast except for me. And then after that reading, Alex and Wes were like, "Yeah, we would like you to play the role of Nico." And I was like, "Thank you so much. Are you sure?" And they were like, "Yes, we're sure." And I was like, "Great, thank you." And then so basically they gave me my shot to be, it's my first leading role in a film.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, they're responsible for giving me my, first shot in a movie, which is really great. And I'm grateful that the reception has been so positive ever since then. Yeah.
It's really, really fun. And the thing that I liked about it, and you guys said this in the Q&A afterwards, first of all, the writing, the jokes, are just so spot on and so fresh and so refreshing.
Yeah.
Fresh and refreshing.
Yeah.
It's because, you go into like gay cinema, and no shade, but it usually deals with like a hate crime or like these are my feelings and this is my truth, and you're like, we get it already. Like, when do we go to happy hour? But like, or something tragic happens, and this was just 4 friends going to an Airbnb for the weekend to celebrate their friends. A friend getting married. Yeah. And that's it. That's all you need to know. And the house might be haunted.
Right, exactly. And you're going to laugh a lot, which is also like the most fun part about the whole thing. But I totally agree with you. Like it has been a struggle, I think, for LGBTQ plus media and film to kind of break into mainstream, because I feel like studios are really only interested in telling those stories that they think are Oscar worthy, which is, Philadelphia or Harvey Milk. We're at, you know what I'm saying? Like those are
that's all you get, guys.
That's all. And there's nothing in between.
Played by straight men.
Right. It's played by straight men. Oscars go to the straight men. I make a joke in the BTS, which isn't out yet, but I was like, if any of us were straight, we would be winning awards. But since we're all gay playing gay, we're not going to win any awards.
No, back to the shadows we go.
Exactly. But so it is really nice to just be in a movie with gay people just existing that isn't about us being gay or about our coming to terms with being gay or this, that, or the other thing. It's just, friends. It's a story about queer friendship. And I'm really hoping that that some big studios do see this movie and say, you know what? Like, I wish we did get involved with Summoning Sylvia and not just be like it was an indie film, and no studio wanted to, be the one that distributed it. Like we're talking about studio, like, kind of how Fire Island did, like with Fox Searchlight,
right.
That was
Hulu,
so cool.
All that kind of stuff.
All that stuff. So, we're still a little indie film. So I'm hoping now that it still has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is absolutely insane.
Which is because the straights haven't discovered it yet.
Yeah, I know. When the Republicans please tell me there's a Republican filter on this, right?
There is a Republican
No
filter.
Republicans can hear this? Great. Once they discover it, they're going to start being like, it's a 1% No, it's true. It's has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. So I'm hoping that this leads to studios being like, you know what? We can just tell queer stories with and have it speak to a large audience.
It absolutely
That's the thing about the
does.
film. It talks to everybody. Everyone leaves straight, gay, whatever you want.
That whole audience was just at that screening was just diverse, gay, straight, allies, whatever. And the whole theater was laughing. And I honestly think this is going to be a nice indie sleeper hit. Yeah. That it's going to be a word of mouth kind of film. Yes. And I love that just because it kind of makes it a little more like artistic and niche. Yeah. And John and I were talking before the podcast today. He was just like, well, this is what's so great about it is like it doesn't mention like the gay agenda, right? The gay lifestyle. So nobody can say, quit trying to force your lifestyle down my throat. Because if you say that after watching this, you're just homophobic. You're just a trash goblin.
You're a goblin. You're a bigot. That's it. That's all you are.
It's truly, truly fun. I've told my friends who have kids are like, is this kid friendly? And I'm like, well, there's some scenes that are kind of a little edgy, but I mean, like, if they're grown enough and can watch it and can have a good time with it, for sure. But like, I'm not like, it's a fun, refreshing film. I loved it.
Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for spreading the word because as you said, this is going to be a word of mouth film because I saw the proposed marketing budget. And let's just say we didn't have that.
Well, I mean,
it's crazy.
You literally just shot in a house.
Movie.
Yeah.
So thank you. It's
but
really
I think that's what's great is because like, it's not, here's my thing and here's my theory. And I feel like this is what happened with Bros. Yeah. And I still haven't seen Bros. Sorry. Yeah, I'm like, I don't care, really. But it was just all over the place and just like,
in your face, support the queer community.
Yes. And if you don't, you're horrible. And,
And then, so that makes us be like, well, I'm not going to see it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I mean, I felt like I was getting yelled at, and I was like, I don't. I'll just wait for it to come out on HBO Max or something. Yeah. But honestly, if this is such a great movie to watch with like a movie night with your girlfriends, your boyfriends, just your friends, just like watch this movie. It's so much fun. And I promise you, like, you will not be disappointed because I honestly think this is a movie that people are going to watch over and over again. Honestly. And then I saw you at the Bourbon Room.
Yes, busy week.
What I know. What were you doing? You were doing Rock of Ages.
Oh my goodness! So we did a Rock of Ages reunion concert. Basically, this all came together literally in 3 days, of course, as everything does.
Yeah.
Where Constantine Maroulis was doing a show, and he afterwards was like, "Let's get the whole Rock of Ages crew together and do like a reunion concert afterwards, after my show," which turned out being 11:30 p.m. when we went on stage.
Rock and roll,
man. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
I'm like sex, drugs, and take a nap at 9:30.
Yeah, me too. I'm more like Coca-Cola, Red Bull, and stay up all night. But it's just, I'm in the same world. It's still not sex, drugs, and rock and roll anymore. But it was so beautiful because I got a chance to be with some people that I haven't done the show with in years and
since
years.
COVID,
and years and
right?
Years. Well, the LA people since COVID, the Broadway people since, oh my God, almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it was just so good to see everybody. Like I got to sing with James Carpinello, Dead or Alive, which is like so crazy because I've idolized him my whole life. And so it was just really a mind-blowing experience. And then, of course, we ended with a lovely tribute to our lovely Nick Cordero and his wife Amanda and his son Elvis came up on stage. And it was just so beautiful.
Yeah.
Really, really, really beautiful because honestly, I never got a chance to fully process his death because it was during COVID.
Well, for those of you who are not familiar, he was the Broadway singer in Rock of Ages.
Yes,
he was like the first person to die from it.
I mean, definitely he was the first famous person.
Yes, that's what I meant. He was like the first.
Got a lot of attention.
Yeah, and he has a wife and like a newborn baby at the time.
Incredible. So yeah, I was doing Rock of Ages with Nick, and I left the show 2 weeks before the show closed because my father is a lung doctor and was like, "You have an autoimmune disease. You need to get the fuck out of there."
Right.
And I was like,
"Bye."
I couldn't believe it. I was sobbing. It was the worst thing in my life. And everyone was like, "You'll be back. You'll be back." So okay, so you stay out for 2. Like I quit.
2 weeks.
And
what
Matt
could go
Weaver was
wrong?
like, "Don't quit. Just take a medical leave." And as soon as you're healthy, as soon as this little thing passes, like I wasn't sick yet. It's like as soon as the little COVID thing passes, you'll come right back. And then the next thing you know, Nick Cordero was in the hospital. And then, a couple months later, in a coma for 3 months, and he died.
Yeah, that's
it was
right.
awful. It was horrible. So anyway, it got me a chance to process some of this because I was on stage with Amanda and with Elvis, and we were singing Nick's song, and his big photo came up on the wall, and I just got to look at it and just cry. And I felt like in that moment, I was able to a little bit like get into that place of joy that Amanda was so good of getting herself into.
No kidding, right?
Like, she is the light. She's just an angel, his wife. So it was really great.
That's good. Meanwhile, while you were doing that, I was dancing to the DJ
in the other room. You missed the show.
I walked in. It's crazy because I walked in and I saw Constantine, and then I saw your husband Hal.
Yeah.
And he was outside, and I was like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" He's like, "Well, Frankie's doing a show," and I was like, "Well, what? He's not on yet." And I just did not process like
that we'd be going on at midnight.
Of the show. Right. So I was just outside, like with my crew. We were just drinking tequila. The DJ was like playing like Pat Benatar and ABBA.
Yeah.
And we did a full-on Bourbon Room takeover to the point where I was dancing like I have not danced in ages, a Rock of Ages, if you will. And this woman came up to me and grabbed me, and I think she was a ghost. I think I summoned Sylvia. She grabs me, and she's this short little Jewish woman from Hollywood, and she just goes, "Oh my God, you are such an amazing dancer." And I looked at her and screamed in her face because I was like, it scared me. And at the same time, I was like, she gets it.
You're like, you get it. You understand.
And all my friends. And then she disappeared. I think that was just her message before she passed on.
It was a vision.
She just had to let me know.
Yeah.
And we just had so much fun. And that was such a great night. And I want to talk about Broadway with you.
Broadway.
Because you were in the last production of Titanic, right?
I was in the final production of Rock of Ages on Broadway. So that's my experience with closing a show on Broadway, which was the best moment of my entire life.
Pivotal.
Because it's absolutely insane to be at the last show.
No kidding.
Of a show.
Yeah.
I left Titanic. That ship is still sailing, honey.
Titanic is still going, but you did a run.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know.
I was
need
in
to
it for
see it.
8 months. It was phenomenal. Oh, it is the same smart, funny as Summoning Sylvia is. Like,
Yeah.
you will be in stitches and you'll be like, how? I did not know. I did not know. I came in here not expecting, and then I left being like, that was the greatest theatrical experience of my life, and I can't wait to come back.
And I think that is also one of those shows that's word of mouth. It's
Yes,
just
it
built
was.
popularity.
We had nobody our first month. It was terrifying.
Right. Well,
We
wait,
thought we
Ty
were
Blue.
a flop.
Ty Blue's the director, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know Ty Blue. So Titanic, if you guys don't know, it's off Broadway,
Yes.
and it is directed by Ty Blue.
Yes.
And I think he actually started it out here and took it to New York.
Yes, correct.
Oh my God, I'm a fucking
Wow, you really know
genius.
things.
I do.
You know things.
I should host a podcast.
Yeah, really.
But it is a parody off of Titanic.
Yes.
But Celine Dion, there's an actress who plays Celine Dion who narrates the whole thing like Celine Dion.
Yep, Lortel nominated Marla Mandel.
God, it looks so funny, and I can't wait to go out there and see it.
Yeah, we're nominated for Lortel for Best Musical too.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, I don't know who votes, but if you're voting,
No one knows who votes
please,
anymore.
please give me just think about Tick and Titanic. Thank you.
But we also had over the weekend a very famous Broadway show closed.
Yes.
Phantom of the Opera
Is past the point of no return.
is gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. It ended its 35-year Broadway run on Sunday night. The famous chandelier got a bow, and its composer, Andrew Lloyd Webber, spoke after its emotional final performance.
Yeah.
I did not see Phantom of the Opera.
What?
I know.
That's wild.
Here's
to
the
me.
thing. I've talked about this
35 years you had.
before. I'm only 35.
Oh, well then you've only had 25 years.
I have such a bittersweet relationship with Broadway.
Okay, I understand that. By the way,
I have had but I mean, like, I've never wanted to. I can sing ish, and I feel like when I sing, people are like, "Oh my God, you're a good singer," and then I'm like, "Leave me alone, don't make me sing," because I had a really like traumatic experience with someone when I auditioned for a musical. They're like, "You're never gonna get that. You sound like trash," and it messed with my head.
I believe you.
Thank you. And so then when I went to New York for the first couple of times, I went and saw a couple Broadway shows, and they were ruined for me because I went with somebody who started singing the entire songs, and it was Wicked.
Work.
It ruined Wicked for me.
What do you mean? You were in an audition? No, tell me.
No,
again.
I
was
went
reading
and
the
saw
screen.
Wicked with this person.
I got excited about what's on the screen.
Oh, I know. We're going to
yeah,
talk
that's
about
what I'm
it.
saying. So I forgot to listen to you because I was
I
reading.
get that a lot.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Are you my dad?
Yeah. Okay, go.
I was sitting in the audience with this guy, and
Yeah.
he bought tickets for Wicked, and so
Okay.
we're sitting there, and they're like third row. I'm like, we're up
Really
on the
enjoying
stage.
it.
I'm ready for it, and he's like, ha ha, like in the audience. And a flying monkey looked at us and was like, "Shut the fuck up."
Oh,
we
my
got hushed by a
God.
monkey,
Oh my God, that's really funny.
which should be a new ABC series.
Hushed by a monkey. I have had many experiences like that. So I'm sorry if you're in the theater with me when I'm seeing Titanic because I sing all my harmonies behind
That's
you.
fine.
But that's because
If you're in the
harmonies.
show, sing
You know what
the
I'm
show.
saying? It's harmonies because it feels like surround sound.
Oh, you mean you're watching it? I mean, if you sound
like
good,
I just went to go see it.
Yes.
And I went to go see, the new cast and go support Rose, who took over for me. And so I was singing full out and but it was harmonies, not leads. Okay. So when I was a little kid, speaking of Phantom, I had seen Phantom 10 times by the time I was 10 years old. My mother really loved Phantom, and she
Yes.
still does. She went to one of the final performances, not but one of the. So she flew me out to London, and we were going to go see it on the West End. And I went in, and I was in my little tuxedo, my little Armani tuxedo. I was like 11 years, no, it's like probably 10. I was like probably 10 years old.
Baby gay
Maybe
Grande.
even younger. And I went in, and there was these people next to me who were just like so British and so angry they were sitting next to a child. Like they were pissed. You
probably
could
me.
see how pissed they were, and I felt their pissedness. Yeah, exactly.
You felt
I
their
felt their
pissedness.
pissedness. And so that's also the new coming to ABC in this fall. I felt their pissedness. And so I turned to them as a child and I was like, "Don't worry, my mom told me I'm not allowed to sing during the show." And they were like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Oh, I've seen the show 10 times on Broadway." And they were like, "Oh, okay." So then they chilled out for a second. They were like, "He knows what he's doing. He's been to a theater before." And at intermission, they turned to me and they were like, "Oh, what do you think of the production?" And I looked at them and went, "Oh, it's much better on Broadway."
Bitch.
Yeah.
Just a child bitch.
Just a child bitch.
Work.
Just it's much better on Broadway.
10. And these people are just like, we've probably spent
Yeah,
thousands
yeah.
on these tickets.
I was like, bitch, you should probably take a flight to go see it in New York like it's supposed to be presented.
Just a baby cluck.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
And Sarah Brightman went to the final performance of
heard.
Phantom and sang. Too much for me. That's too much.
Well,
I wish I was
wait,
there.
That's one of my. I can appreciate. Like I appreciate Phantom. I'm
Yes.
not like 35 years. That's it. You know.
Yeah,
it's like.
right.
But I mean, I never really like. I think I saw the movie. I know the Nicole Scherzinger with like all the. You know what I'm talking about, where she came out and sang Christine, and like all the Phantoms from like years past came and sang with
no,
her.
I missed that.
Nicole Scherzinger hits.
She's incredible.
The notes.
No, she's an incredible singer and doesn't get enough credit. Yeah.
And it's one of my favorite clips. Chandelier, sure.
Yeah, fine.
But yeah, I mean, I get it. And I feel like people were like, actually, my friend Blake went over the weekend and he was like there for one of the last performances because it's his favorite show.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll tell you, when you're 8 years old, the Chandelier is pretty fucking cool.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, 38, not so much, but
Yeah, it's like when it's like
it looks a little cheesy now, but then
it's
it
like when you
was
go to
so
Universal
cool.
Studios and Jaws pops out.
Yeah, and you're like,
oh.
yeah, I'm like, you're like, that's not real.
Yeah.
But when it first came out, you were like,
Good
that's
God,
real.
yes.
And now it's like,
Yeah,
and
now
it's
it's
just
like-
like kind of stuck open out of the water.
It's just like a mutant that's not even in the water.
Yeah, and it's like not
You're
even chomping anymore.
Is that even a shark? No, that's Marjorie Taylor Greene. But
Leave her in there.
I wrote this. This is the segue into this next
Go ahead.
little okay. Your sister Ariana had the
Yes.
internet melting over the weekend with her first looks as Glinda in the movie Wicked. Did you let her borrow this costume? And have you chatted with her during this amazing process of filming an epic movie that she manifested one day doing?
Wow, that's really good. That was a really well off the top of your head, not written down, executed question.
I practiced that in the mirror 48 times.
Oh my God, she looks so incredible.
I mean,
yeah.
come on.
We were just FaceTiming on the way here, yeah, because it's so overwhelming, and I burst into tears this morning when
You did?
when I heard her No One Mourns the Wicked, which
You've already heard it.
Well, it leaked.
Oh,
today.
it leaked.
Yes, it did. Which is so beautiful. I mean, like her voice sounds so beautiful.
Oh yeah.
It's just unbelievable, and I lost it. Like she looks so stunning, obviously, as Galinda, and I mean she's born to play this role. It's difficult for me to articulate how proud I am, and it often just comes out in full sobs. Like I sob, when I see things like this, because it's too much. It's so much to process, that she's getting to live her dream.
Yeah.
And that's really what it's about. Like I say, like if it's the equivalent of like if your sister was a physician and she gets nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize because of her work with medical things. I don't know if they give peace prizes to physicians. A Nobel medical prize, whatever it is.
Close enough.
Just people achieving at the top of their level, like it's so overwhelming, and she's doing that.
Yeah, you're a brother witch now.
I'm a brother witch.
Yeah,
and Nico's a witch.
Nico is a witch
in
as
summoning
well.
Sylvia, so it's all tied in.
It's all tied in.
We're all witches.
Are they? They're releasing it in 2 parts, right?
Yes, two movies.
And she's recording.
Yeah, well, filming.
She's filming this in like the town is like it sounds like it's Oz. I'm trying to find out. It's like it has the weird name to. Oh, yeah, here it is, Buckinghamshire.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
So Ariana's just kicking it in Buckinghamshire.
Yeah, they're all over the UK, so it's quite a process. I mean, I may say it's a very large production.
Oh, I'm sure
it is.
They can't.
Out of control.
It's going to be my Wicked redemption for sure.
Oh,
I honestly can't wait.
Yeah,
I
can't
saw
say much
because
I will tell you.
Oh, don't say much. What were you going to say though?
Yeah. Just that it's going to be phenomenal. Yeah.
And I'm so glad this came out because the first looks they released, I was like, am I blind? Everything was so dark. It was just a little pink. I was like Princess Peach in like a dark closet. I was like, what is this? And I'm like, oh, that's Ariana. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then Cynthia, I honestly can't wait. I think it's going to be epic because I saw the movie Chicago before I saw Chicago, and I was obsessed with it.
Oh yes, and you didn't really see Wicked because you had the surround sound audio from your person next to you and wanted to take your own life during the production.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you have yet to see Wicked.
Like, I remember the woman who played, I don't even remember who the woman played Elphaba, like, flew up and I was like, take me. Like, I was
you're
just like,
please get me out of here. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's it. No. You were like, I don't know. There's some woman up there, Adina something. I don't know. Adele Dazeem and
Adele Dazeem.
And I couldn't focus.
And Rosh Hashanah Beanstalk.
Rosh Hashanah. I love Rosh
her.
Hashanah. No, she's my fave.
Will you be dressing up as Glinda for Halloween?
I probably would go the Elphaba route, to be honest.
Work.
Because I do body paint every Halloween.
Yeah, I know. I've seen you.
So, I mean, you can. I don't know. I don't really want to body paint myself as Glinda, but I think it would be fun to, be green. But also probably like paint the dress on, like like really go there, or like just
because that's what gays do. They paint
like
their clothes
full
on.
fantasy and be like an animal from the world or something.
Ooh.
What if I was Dr. Dillamond for Halloween?
Is that the goat man?
Yes.
Okay.
Something bad.
Yeah, I mean,
bad.
that's from the show.
Yeah, you don't know anything. It's fine.
But I know
you know nothing, Jon Snow.
I know references. I'm trying to be better at being a gay.
Yeah.
There, I said it.
Well, that's fine. You'll see the movie. It's fine. It's totally fine to wait. You're totally fine.
And it comes out Thanksgiving weekend next year.
Yes, unless Mark Platt is listening, in which case, go see the Broadway show too.
I know. Yeah, go see the Broadway show too. But
I did just see it.
I know.
It's amazing.
I need to give it another go. It's PTSD for me.
Yeah.
PTS Dorothy.
No, PTS. And I do think when the film comes out and all that stuff, they're gonna like
lose it.
The Broadway show itself will like revamp or whatever.
For
you know what
sure.
I'm saying? Like they'll do a facelift or whatever they do on Broadway.
Absolutely. All right. Well, that's very exciting. I'm so excited that, I was like, oh wow, like that was released. Like we were gonna have you on this week, and then I was like, holy shit, we gotta talk about it.
Yeah, it's a very exciting moment. And I didn't know. I woke up to it and I was just like, of course I've seen a lot of this stuff already, but I was under NDA. I can't talk about it. So now that you've seen it, it's really exciting that the world also understands what I have been keeping to myself for so long and like crying to myself.
I couldn't even imagine
in the morning because I'm just like, I'm so proud of her. It's wild.
Like anticipating somebody's success, like anticipating.
But also right sizing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And being like, comment, like, why are you crying, Frankie? Like,
you're just
little
proud.
Italian boy in drag. Why are you crying? Like, I was just like,
too on food.
I know it's too much for me. So
I know, but that's good. That's
I'm
a good
grateful
brother.
the world can share in my glee for a moment.
All right. Well, I'm glad you can, because we're gonna take a turn here. This man, I don't know if you heard this story. This man claims that he created the Kimoji app. That's Kimoji, the Kimoji app for Kim Kardashian. He says he's now homeless. And he says, quote, "She ruined my life."
What? Wow. Wait, is that Kim?
That's Kim.
She looks incredible. Let's just be out. Let's just call
wait
it
a
what
week.
it is. She's stunning. Go ahead.
Well, no. I mean, this came about on TikTok, because TikTok
is a great source of information.
And also the worst place ever
on earth.
So this man named David Liebenson, who is in countless videos on TikTok, he's holding up a sign in LA that reads, "Kim Kardashian ruined my life." And the reality star has been heavily promoting her now defunct pictograms app Kimoji back in 2015. That's what she was doing back in 2015. But according to Liebenson, he's the one who came up with the concept, but was ultimately shunned from the business when Kardashian and her mom, Kris Jenner, allegedly trademarked the name behind his back. Liebenson was shocked when he saw that Kimoji, an idea which he had presented to Kardashian, had not only been trademarked, but the entire concept was allegedly stolen too. He ended up suing her for $100 million, prompting the Skims founder to countersue for $300 million, an amount that Liebenson could not afford if he lost the case, leading him to back down from the lawsuit. But even though he retracted the legal filing, Kardashian and Jenner allegedly demanded he paid them back $400,000 in lawyer fees, among other reimbursements.
I mean, fuck.
You can't go against them.
No, I literally was just thinking that. I was like, you just don't take on the Kardashians. Like, there's just no winning. Like, I don't know. I mean, I've met them and they've all been so nice and so sweet. So I have nothing but kind things to say about them. And
I just got a tweet. They hate you.
Yeah, truly. Yeah. I truly, I am in awe of their business prowess. Like, they are just unbelievable.
Well, it gets better because since then,
Yeah.
he's lost his family.
What?
After
Is this true?
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's in the news. I swear.
Oh, God.
He lost his family, and
Is
then
this
his,
Chat GPT? Did they just write it?
His then wife filed for divorce and now lives out of his car, which he drives through the streets of LA. It's an effort to spread awareness of how Jenner and her daughter allegedly treated him. He keeps a sign on him at all times with the text Kim Kardashian ruined my life.com. Well, at least there's a website where he shows evidence, screenshots, and text messages of his conversations with the mother of four and how she is said to have dropped him the minute she and Jenner had trademarked Kimoji.
Oh, wow.
I don't even remember Kimoji.
I don't know what you're talking about, and I feel like I've just been kind of waiting for you to say it because I've been nervous about saying it, but I don't know what Kimoji is.
It was an app. I remember it was an app where like you could dress up Kim and you could take her shopping. It was like a Tamagotchi, but like she didn't die if you didn't feed her. You know what I mean?
That is so crazy.
Right? Am I right on that? I think that's what it is.
Yeah, help
You're
us.
asking the wrong person. All I know
John,
is...
you never had a Kimoji?
No, but I don't fuck
Kimoji.
with the Kardashians. Like, listen, one of those Kardashians got OJ off. I don't fuck with that.
Yeah, I mean, hello. It's just like, that's dumb business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
just don't go against them.
But also, can't he have anything? Like, my God, do they really need the Kimoji trademark?
I mean, I don't think they do.
Look,
because none of us know it, and if none of us know it, then it can't. The trademark probably isn't worth much.
But now this man's like Jewel driving around town.
Oh, I love.
Let's see, I do too. But like, I remember when there was
He's like,
oh.
these foolish games.
Yeah, and the foolish game is Kimoji. Yeah, look.
Okay, there we go.
So there it is. It was like that was the.
Wow.
This is the website Kim Kardashian ruined my life.com. I mean, it's a little long of a
I
an
don't think we
address.
should read that. That's a lot.
Yeah,
of
so they
reading.
had like
Is there an audiobook version?
luxury emojis, and she called them Kimojis.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was.
Okay, so it was like stickers basically that you could put on your iPhone.
Right.
Yeah, like when you used to, like, remember for like 7 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
everyone bought these sticker packs and we dragged the sticker into the text messages and then they would like pop up and it would be like Jack Skellington or like a Disney princess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then there were Kim Kardashian ones. I think my sister had them. Like there was just like sticker packs that everyone was using for like 17 days and then no one ever used them ever again.
Ever again.
Yeah. We were like, now we're just thumb up, thumb down, heart.
That's
all. That's the only way I respond to anything.
Are you an Avatar person?
The film?
No. Oh, are you the film?
Oh yeah.
Thank God. This is why we're friends. I love it so much.
Yeah, no, like I'm gonna not be. Yeah.
I missed the second one, but I'm gonna go.
What missed the second one?
I was busy. It was December. I was promoting a special.
That is horrifying.
I know, but I'm
honestly,
gonna see
you
it.
can miss Phantom and miss Wicked, but not Avatar.
I know. I saw the
You're
first
not going
one.
to see it because it's not the same when it's not in theaters. You have to go see it in IMAX 3D. There's
I'll
no
just find
other
a friend
way.
with a movie theater and watch it there. How about
I'm
that?
sure they'll release it before the second one comes
They probably
out.
will.
Yeah.
I mean, I was devastated
Yeah,
that I
yeah,
missed it, and I was mad at myself. But the first one, my God. But no, the Avatar, where you can create your what you
like
look,
a Bitmoji?
Yeah, is that what that is?
I think so.
And you can
Memoji.
react to yourself?
Memoji? No, I don't do that.
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't do it.
Why
I do.
Am I 95 years old.
No,
apparently?
mine still has a mask on it. That's how long it's been since I used my Bitmoji. Yeah, mine is
Not
still
a mask.
mine still is wearing a COVID mask.
Oh my God.
That's how long ago it's been since I've used it.
Your emoji's an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Change it quick.
Do they wear masks? I don't think so.
People would have a problem. You need to take that mask off, emoji.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave my emoji out of this,
yes,
please.
Let me keep it. I'd like to keep it on, please.
I do feel bad for this guy that he's homeless now, but we did get an official statement from Kim Kardashian, and she seems upset, and she had some words of advice for this guy. She said, and I quote, "Get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days." I mean, you heard it. Which, by the way, props to Sasha Colby for winning Drag Race.
Amen. Listen, I called it from day one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, anyone who had a microphone near me, I was like, if they were like, "Who do you think's gonna win?" I was like, "It's gonna be like stop asking this
Everyone
question."
knew from episode one.
Everyone knew from episode one.
She walked in and was like, "Well, go home."
Good for them for having such a dynamic and wonderful season, even though there was a clear winner on episode one. Because I remember seeing other seasons of Drag Race where there's been a clear winner on episode one, and it's just a boring season.
Yeah.
But I think all the queens had their moment to shine. line, like one at a time. We were very invested in their life stories, like all of them. And then the correct person was crowned in the end.
Yeah.
So like it was a great season for me.
Highest
rated, highest watched.
Highest watch, but at the same time, everyone was a little disgruntled with like the Real Friends of WeHo, like cutting their show down to like 10 minutes because it was like the runway would be like, I'm serving next up. I'm serving next up.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
And I'm very good friends with Selena's titties. So
yes.
like she's my best friend in the whole wide world. And it was very sad for me because I know how much money she spent on those dresses that she does not have that money. Like prior to
like how
literally
much goes
1
in?
year ago, that bitch was rubbing together pennies, and seeing if she could fucking make them have sex and get more pennies. So like, these, you know what I'm saying?
So she was a prostitute.
Exactly. She'll tell you that. No, but what I'm saying is, like these people, these girls, they get on the show and then they do
Expecting
whatever
their
they
life
have
to
to do in
change,
order
yes.
to, get these dresses together, which is so overwhelming because they have such little time to do it, and they spend all this money that they don't have, and then it was an 11-second runway.
I know, it pissed me off.
And that is that is my primary source of outrage about the Real Best Friends of WeHo. Like whatever, the show, it can exist, it doesn't matter to me, it doesn't change my life, but I do know how hard those girls work.
Yeah.
And that broke my heart.
I same thing, and I did see the clear winner at the first episode because everyone's like, well, God. And when you're calling yourself RuPaul's favorite drag queen, like
I know,
like,
welcome to the Sasha Colby meet and greet, girls.
Spice, Sugar. Bye.
Yeah. Bye, girl.
Yeah. Have fun setting up your Zoom cam.
But hey, I do think that they contributed to the ratings.
Oh,
so they were not dumb to include them in the casting. I think that was actually a brilliant idea.
And I still, to this day, and I will stand by this, and you can tell Selena has titties this.
Yeah, tell me. Go on.
I still think her sleeping bag plaid
was phenomenal.
Was great.
Was phenomenal. All the times she was in the bottom, she didn't deserve to be. It was like so funny. I was always like, wait, what? Are they watching the same thing? Are we all watching the same thing? But whatever, it's fine. I ultimately, like, her journey was perfect. Like, she came off the show beloved, and I'm so grateful that the world did get to see her shine in the way that she wanted to represent herself.
Exactly, and that's just who she is. She's LA.
Yeah, she's a little grungy. She's a little nasty.
I know.
She's a little.
I thought it was fun. And
rough around the edges.
I was
excited
and that's great. For the winner. You were at the finale.
Yes, with my 40-inch bangs.
Yeah, you had that. You had a full wig.
I had a full wig on. I mean, if you're gonna,
why not?
If you're gonna go to the Drag Race finale, like, go and drag. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, come on.
I would have shown up in like a hoodie and jeans, and they're like, "Go home, Dad."
No. I always turn it out for the Drag Race finale, and it's also like the only time I really can pull off a 40-inch bang. Like, I mean, let's be honest.
Well,
I don't.
I don't think so. And was it 40 inches?
Lux said it was. Yeah. I don't know.
But speaking of drag, you and I are both going to be doing the telethon May 7th for Drag Isn't Dangerous.
Yep, it isn't.
It's May 7th on Moment House. You can go to moment.co to purchase your tickets. I believe they're $20. It's going to be a live telethon.
Yep.
And I mean, my God, it's going to be every drag queen.
Hello.
You.
Yeah, me.
Myself. Hosting the thing.
And I had 40-inch bangs on Drag Race finale, so I'm basically a drag queen.
It's going to be major.
I'm a drag queen in Summoning Sylvia. You should go check out the movie because it's drag number at the end.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away, though.
Okay, so no, sorry.
Bleep. We have special appearances by Charlize Theron, Leslie Jones. I mean, every drag queen known to man. Ali Wong, I believe, is going to be contributing. And so many people from all aspects to kind of, raise money for the people affected by this bullshit legislation in Tennessee, Texas, and Florida saying that drag is bad. Or as Jada Essence Hall says, look over there.
It's so correct. You're so correct.
It's so correct. There's so many other things, and people are like the drag queens,
and
I'm
like, what?
Oh, I've been going on Twitter lately, and I have
look over there.
Oh, I have been posting every article that's like, here's a youth pastor that's hooked up with a child.
Yep.
Here's another man who's done this, and I'm just like, not a drag queen.
Yep. Love the GIF or meme. Whoever made the one of these are the men in dresses that are dangerous. And it's all priests.
Of course. I mean, it's just like it's just so ridiculous.
It's really true.
And I just feel like we're really doing this for a good cause, and we're doing it for a lot of queens who have nowhere to go. They can't leave their state, and they've lost their jobs because of this. Because no one should live in fear. Damn it!
I know.
And don't let some guy who's tapping his toes under a bathroom stall in secret tell you what you can and can't do with your life.
I know. It's really horrible.
Did you watch Love is Blind at all?
My husband became obsessed with it.
Okay.
And just binged it. So I only watched one season, and he just took me through the whole season in like an hour. Okay. So he was like, here's the parts you have to watch. Okay, now let's watch the finale. And the reunion. And it wasn't this season, it was last season that I watched.
Okay.
So I don't know anything.
Season.
No. I know nothing except that the reunion didn't air.
Well, here's the thing. That's what I'm talking about.
Great.
The reunion did not air. Netflix was like, we're doing this whole live stream since, Chris Rock's special was live.
We can do it. We can do it.
And it failed miserably. No one watched it. Everyone was tuning in. They offered this apology. Now, I watched it last night.
Because now it's out.
I watched the reunion. Did not watch the season at all.
Right.
And I usually like Love is Blind, but I was like, really? Love in Seattle? No, thanks.
Oh, it's in Seattle?
It's not Meg Ryan and what's his ass?
I'm Billy Crystal.
No. Tom Hanks.
Close.
Same person. Never in the same room.
I was really close. Yeah.
But I was like, no, thanks. And then I watched the reunion and I watched these people and I was like, oh no, this is why I didn't watch it. It was just... Whew, it was just a mess. And you could tell they were doing it live, hosted by Nick Lachey and Vanessa Lachey, that now people have been protesting to get them off the show as hosts.
I'm available.
I am too.
Yeah, let's go. We will be great.
And Vanessa Lachey is obsessed with the first Love is Blind baby. She's like, who's going to give us the baby?
Oh.
I'm like, God, stop. You sound like a witch in a gingerbread house. Give us the Love is Blind baby. And everyone's like,
and I will drink its blood.
Yeah. They're like, we just met 2 days ago and got married like normal people do. Give us a break.
Yeah.
It's so weird. And Nick Lachey's not even talking the whole time.
Of course.
She also has an aluminum foil piece over her shoulder, which I'm just like, no. And she kind of looked a little drunk, which people were speculating. She had red eyes, which I'm sure it's live. It didn't go well. She drank some. Yeah. She drank some champagne and wants a baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't do it. Could you go on a show and be like, I found the one behind a wall? I mean, I've done it, but it was a different kind of a time.
Yes, exactly. I remember that night. Hale and I talked about it, and we were like, we love this show. Let's get a divorce and try again. Let's get a divorce and both go on Love is Blind and see if we pick each other. Yeah, and see if we pick each other again. Why don't do that, honey? It was interesting because I had been single for so long, so I had entertained going on reality TV dating shows in order to find the love of my life, and it was stupid. I mean, I don't think I would have ever succeeded in doing it in that situation. Turns out all I really needed to do is get sober, and then I had a lot more attention to pay to the correct people.
Yeah, y'all are so cute too.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, he's the
so
best.
supportive and wonderful and cute.
Was that your stomach?
That was my stomach. I should probably eat.
Are you serious?
Good God, I heard that from here.
It sounded like a spaceship.
It sounded like that swamp that Artex the horse was stuck in the Neverending Story.
Oh my God, Artex. Did he
Child
get out?
trauma. No, he's still there.
Oh, he's still there though. He's fine.
Well, they don't call it the Swamp of Sadness now. They just call it Tennessee.
Got it.
Now, let's talk about performance because you and I are both performers.
Yeah.
I'm kind of over this story.
Me too.
Sam Smith is slammed for satanic
stupid.
and grotesque tour performances.
That's so dumb.
Right? So he just launched...
It wasn't that satanic or that grotesque.
No.
That's my issue with this.
Yes.
If you're going to go there, go there.
Drink goat blood like a normal person.
Exactly. Cover yourself in goat blood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Really
piss people off.
Yeah.
And that's what bothers me because Madonna, who gave them the award on this night, has been doing way more shocking shit for the past 40 fucking years.
Yeah.
I remember being an infant and watching Madonna fuck herself with a cross on stage.
I think that was The Exorcist.
No, I think it was Madonna. Yeah.
Did she really do that?
She did in the like a virgin. There was this whole story about how when she the Pope wouldn't allow her to perform. This is in Truth or Dare.
Uh-huh.
The Pope would not allow her to perform if she masturbated on stage. No, this was in Canada. They arrested her in Canada. If she went on stage and she masturbated during Like a Virgin, which is what she did, they were going to arrest her, and she fucking did it. it. And she was like, go fuck yourself. I'm going to masturbate on stage and you're going to watch it and you're not going to arrest me. And they didn't. And then the Pope banned her from performing in Rome.
Because it wasn't a boy.
So then she moved to the theater like 1 inch outside of Rome and faced it towards the Vatican as like a fuck you to the Pope. She's like, so like that, I'm saying like that shit is actually outrageous.
Yeah.
What Sam Smith did was not outrageous.
No, I agreed.
In any way, shape, or form.
Are you old enough to remember the band Gwar?
No.
Gwar? Do you know Gwar?
Of course.
Okay.
That was satanic.
Yeah.
That was pure Satan.
Right.
These guys dressed up as like full-on demons, like gigantic puppets, and they would fuck each other with like weird-ass dildos,
Wow.
piss on each other. And people were like, yes, mama. Like, it was the weird, like, look at this. This was actual satanic.
Oh, yeah. That's absolutely terrifying.
Terrifying. Like, this was like before Slipknot and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And it was like a band, and they would like it was like performance art. And yeah, these were costumes.
Wow.
And
I mean, that's sickening.
It's sick. And they would get up on stage. Yeah.
Oh my God, that is full out.
Yeah, that is now just costumes on The Masked Singer.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
that's all it is now. But like, yeah, their songs included.
We are
That was really good.
Thank you. Throw some reverb on that before
You're
you post
so
this.
butch. But
yeah.
also, like, you're not. That's not like. So won't you stay with me? Like, it's not that.
No, I don't think anything that Sam Smith did was outrageous in that performance at all. And I think that obviously I feel like we're in a time where the right wing is just grasping at straws.
Bored.
Yeah.
Well, this is what pisses me off because Page Six posts this kind of
But
stuff.
we know Page Six.
And it's baited because you're just like, well, why can't you just say he had a concert? But they're saying the stage outfits that he wore included devil horns, nipple tassels, and wire crowns. Okay. So, and then of course people get on Twitter and they said, last night Sam Smith performed a satanic show filled with sexual references, fetish gear, a striptease, and a grotesque initiation of sex acts on stage while children were in the audience.
I didn't see any of that. I watched it and I didn't see any of it. I honestly don't think it was shocking at all.
I say this: we need more thick demonic representation.
But whatever. I mean, I think art should have a purpose. I always think art should have a purpose. So I would love to. I've not done any research on this or whatever, but like what Sam Smith was trying to accomplish in that moment, like I hope there was some intention behind it rather than it just being like, oh, I'm going to shock the world by putting horns on. Because if that was what his intention was, then okay, fine, then allow the world to be mad at it. But if he, hopefully there was some sort of intention behind what he was doing on
he
that
has
stage.
a song called "Unholy."
But that's it.
That's it.
Period.
I don't think. Yeah, it's like that's what it is.
Great.
And I think it's so weird that, he was kind of a nerd when he started, and I can say that he was a nerd, right? He was very awkward, and now he's like.
Because I didn't think it was shocking. That's
didn't
the thing. Like,
either.
I don't think his intention was to go out and shock people, so people talked about it. I
I'm
think he just
shocked by
thought
the
he was
world
doing
daily.
unholy.
I'm shocked at the world daily.
He didn't even look like the devil.
No.
He just had little silly horns on his top hat.
He looked like.
He didn't look like the devil.
No, he just looks like he looks like Halloween on Bear Week.
He looks like the guy. Yeah, barely. He's barely as devilish as the guy in Hocus Pocus 1.
No kidding. He's like, I'm going to put on devil horns and slap my belly. You know what I'm not doing? That. I'm not getting on stage taking my shirt
Power
off.
to you, Sam Smith.
Jesus. And also, what kid is begging to go to a Sam Smith concert?
Or to the Grammys. They're long and boring.
Yeah, no kidding.
No kid wants to go to the Grammys.
Yeah, what kid is being dragged to
To a
Sam
5-hour...
Smith?
Yeah.
I know a 10-year-old who was
show.
dragged to Phantom of the Opera at the West End, and that's it.
That's it.
This is way better on Broadway.
I've been to the Grammys, y'all. It's very long. It's very long.
What, the Grammys?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's long.
Yeah. Do people wear
Yeah.
diapers at the Grammys?
No, people get up and leave.
Oh.
And it's chaos. They're
I'm
like,
sure.
I gotta go. They're like, when am I supposed to present? I don't know. I'll be in the bathroom. Like, leave me alone. You know what I'm
Get
saying?
out of here.
Yeah. And people are it's just like seat fillers. It's like crazy. It's insane.
I've been to the People's Choice Awards, and that was it for me.
That's a fun show. That's more fun.
And I sat next to the Kardashians, and it scared the shit out of me.
I like low stakes. I like Kids Choice Awards, like fun. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fun.
Yeah. But don't eat the children.
Yeah, please don't.
God, so
Broadway
stupid.
shows are fun. Actually, I like all award shows. I'm one of those weird people. It's me and Taylor Swift in every reaction shot. When I'm
I
at an
know.
award
I've
show.
seen.
It's like, yeah!
think we've all
Me,
seen
and then
you
it's cut to Taylor, and she's like, yeah! And they cut to me, and I'm like, yeah!
just screaming.
Yeah, that's I actually really like award shows, but I understand why people don't.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
Well, for all those people who have been triggered by the Sam Smith concert,
yes, we apologize.
that damn Gloria tour that he's on, this is some good news. If you are just, we need more prayer and we need to have more say in other people's lives.
Okay.
This is a story for you. Scientists have discovered a hidden Bible chapter written 1,500 years ago by using UV light inside the Vatican Library. Scientists found a hidden chapter that was dated back to 1,500 years ago. The page features chapters 11 through 12 from Matthew, providing more details than today's standard gospel text. Scientists uncovered the scripture after applying ultraviolet light, which I think is Christian, to a manuscript about ancient Christian stories and hymns housed at the Vatican Library. Researchers have not revealed a complex translation written in ancient Syriac? Yeah, but shared some details. Syriac?
I don't know.
But here's what's really fun. So they don't know what it's all translated yet. So in the Greek version of Matthew chapter 12,
Does
verse
it
1...
say that gay is good yet?
Not yet. Hold on. Wait
all
for
I
it.
want.
At the time Jesus went through the grain fields on the Sabbath and his disciples became hungry and began to pick the heads of grain and eat. The Syriac translation reads, blank, 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 began to pick heads of grain, rub them in their hands and eat them. So I have decoded the chapter already.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm excited. How did you do this?
Weirdly enough, some of the ancient language translates to "thou shalt drink Bud Light."
You're an idiot.
And there's also an excerpt at the very end of it that says, ban assault rifles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I love
Jesus
it.
said, ban assault rifles.
And drink Bud Light.
And it's okay to be gay.
That is, I love it.
That's what I...
So grateful.
Frankie, that's all I want. I want them to find something in this chapter.
I know.
And be like, oh no, it's here all along. And then people are like, goofed.
Yeah, you know what? And you know Pope Francis wants to say it. You know he does. This Pope is on our fucking side. This Pope, this current Pope, because he was like he said that he disapproves of homosexuality being criminalized. Like that's a huge step for the Roman Catholic Church. So I think that man he's on our side. He wants to say exactly what you just said.
The Pope is Laganja Stranja behind the door. Oh, y'all wanted a twist, eh?
Yeah.
And just caca.
No, that's. I think our current Pope is wants to say this so badly, but is obviously restricted by 7 billion years of homophobia and old Vatican men that are like, you can't do that.
It's so funny too.
But he wants to. I know he does.
I'm waiting for this story. Like when they do translate it, I cannot wait for the hashtag not my Bible. Yeah. That's going to pop
exactly.
up.
They're going to be like, well, that's not true.
That's not
that wasn't in there.
Oh, you mean it was hidden?
Yeah.
Well, if it was hidden, it's not real.
Yeah. God. Oh my God.
No, that's your sexuality, Jim.
Yeah.
You're a married man to a woman with 3 kids. Yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
All right, we have 2 more stories.
Oh, good. I love
good on time?
stories.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
This is a woman that I can relate to. This Spanish woman emerged after spending 500 days living alone in a cave.
Work. What? She was on Big Brother with me, and I didn't see her.
Yeah, was she on Big Brother?
Yeah, maybe that's where she was living for 500 days alone in a cave.
Oh my God! So this woman spent
with
500
200
days.
cameras.
I mean, I'm curious. I'm going to read a little bit of it. So this woman spent 500 days alone in a dark cave 70 meters below the Earth's surface, assailed by a plague of flies and the odd, tantalizing vision of roast chicken. What? Most people would be craving a wash and some company. This woman just wanted chicken and less flies in her cave.
Yeah.
Dream big, bitch.
Amazing.
After emerging from her subterranean lair in southern Spain a little after 5 a.m. on Friday and having a quick checkup with a doctor and a psychologist, Beatrice Flamini was treated instead to a 50-minute press conference in which she endeavored to explain the almost inexplicable. I was expecting to come out and have a shower. I wasn't expecting there to be so much interest. That was one of her miscalculations. On Saturday, the 20th of November, 2021, 3 months before Russia invaded Ukraine, the elite sportswoman and extreme mountaineer entered her Stygian lodgings in the cave outside Granada, determined to learn more about how the human mind and body can deal with extreme solitude and deprivation.
Cool.
Get a hobby, girl. Monitored by a team of scientists from the universities of all these places who kept in touch through special limited messaging technology, the 50-year-old athlete from Madrid is now thought to have broken the world record for the longest time a person has spent alone in a cave. She says she got along with herself. She did a lot of mental preparation.
Wow.
And kept herself sane. And she said... she had talked to herself out loud. Oh, but never out loud, she says. After all the silence of the cave, it wasn't my house, had to be respected.
That's
500 days in a cave.
wild.
She says, I wanted to be... She was mad that she had to leave. She was cooking, she was drawing, she was focused. If I got distracted, I'll twist my ankle, I'll get hurt. And she didn't want to do that. So she stayed... She didn't want to come out. I mean, I don't blame it. Could you imagine you come out and there's cameras like, hey, lady, in a cave?
Yes, I did a similar
did Big
experience called
Brother.
Big Brother. Yeah, no, it's very interesting because, obviously I was only in that house for 88 days and I still had like some people to talk to, but at the end you were literally just there by yourself because there was, all this shit that we used to distract ourselves is just completely taken away from you. And so like I on a weird way, like I understand what she was going through. And then of course, like immediately afterwards, like it's just like cameras and lights and, my own trauma, I relate to her because it's literally like reality TV just kind of like uses and abuses you, they make you super famous, they throw you in front of the cameras and then you are tossed out with the trash. It's just like, good luck, hope you don't die. Like, hope you can handle that stuff.
Yeah.
Which I didn't, like I turned to drugs and alcohol. So I hope that she comes and works for reality TV in the United States and explains to these people how damaging these things can be.
Yeah.
So that we are given a little bit more help when we get out of the show.
I'm already predicting something.
Yeah, go.
She is already having a pitch meeting with HGTV called Cave People.
I love it.
And you're going to have a whole bunch of survivalists. There's a show called Alone. Have you ever seen this?
No.
It's so
good.
good.
But I do love the Celine Dion song or her cover.
Oh.
Yeah. So crazy.
So good.
Yeah.
Heart. Oh,
yeah,
give it to
Heart
me.
is amazing, but Celine's cover is also just insane.
It is a show where they put people on an island and they don't know how far apart they are and they have to create their own structures. They have to get their own food. They have to do everything and they have to survive the longest. But they don't know how all the other people are doing in the competition. Very Hunger Games.
Yeah.
And if you tap out, like someone from a boat will come get you. But whoever is the last person wins like $1 million.
That's cool.
But scary.
Absolutely terrifying. Yeah, I don't want to do that show.
I don't have time for Appalachian coal miners.
I don't even want to do Survivor anymore. I originally wanted to do Survivor. No. I don't want to do Survivor no more.
You'd make it like
no
2.5 days.
Yeah, I originally auditioned for Survivor. I was very big. I still am a huge fan, and I think I would have done a great job 10 years ago. No.
See, I could do like the physical.
Yeah, physical, no, but I would have been fine. I love being outdoors. Like I built schools in Malawi. And
but could you put your head in a glass box filled with scorpions?
I could do that. Yeah, I could. I really could. I'd be fine.
I've lived in Hollywood, kid. I'm used to
seriously.
it.
No, I've got a weird thing where like if it is for a competition, I can do anything, which is very strange. But if it's like, no, if you're going to put a thing, but if it was like me in a room full of people and we all had to put our face in the bowl of scorpions, I'd be the first one in there because I would win something, which I actually never do. I never win anything, but I think in my head I'm going to win something.
Oh, I'd flip out.
No, I'm always.
I'd wait to see
win.
like what happened to Stacy first.
Yeah, no, I'd be like, Goosh!
And
then I'd be like, did I win? Did I win? And they're like, no, you didn't. And I'm like, oh.
They were like, you didn't have to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Frankie.
Exactly. This is all from pledging Sigma Phi Epsilon. I can't tell you more than that, but I will tell you that I did some crazy shit when pledging and crazy shit.
Did someone say an elephant walk?
Yeah. The elephant walk. Elephant walk.
Well, we have one more story.
Okay, yeah.
And then we'll let you go. Thank you so much again for being here.
It's my honor.
Britney Spears finished her brutally honest memoir, and it will shake
Really?
the world. I'm here for it.
I'm so excited.
So Britney Spears' bombshell memoir will be an instant bestseller.
Yep.
The book is ready, bitch, they said.
No.
We can reveal the superstar's memoir will be released in the fall, and publishing insiders have described the manuscript as inspiring.
Really?
And a groundbreaking instant bestseller. Britney's book is a story of triumph It will cover her most vulnerable moments, her childhood, being a little girl with big dreams, her breakup with Timberlake, the moment she moved her head. Oh, shaved her head.
The moment she moved her head.
That's the name of the memoir. Her battle with her family over her conservatorship. It's also a story of survival, finding her way out of the crippling conservatorship to finding happiness in her husband.
I need to know this. I love this.
Comes out in the fall.
How
How many pages is it going to be?
I got two things. Oh, who's her ghostwriter?
Oh, well, he's on here.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he someone big?
He's someone big. He helped write, let's see. Yeah. The publisher, Simon & Schuster.
Yep.
But the ghostwriter, go up a little.
Because it's all about the ghostwriter.
Sam Lansky. Ghostwriter Sam Lansky. He's an acclaimed novelist and journalist who has written for The Atlantic, New York Magazine, Time, and has profited stars including Madonna, Nicki Minaj, and Adele.
Cool. Great. Awesome. Great. Okay, so I look forward to reading it. Second of all, is she going to do the audiobook? Because
no, it's going to be one run-on long sentence.
I want Britney Spears to be like, yeah, and then, like I want the audiobook of this book.
It's going to be
read by. That's the word.
Britney Jean Spears.
Yes, exactly. Need it.
I would want that. I'm glad there's a ghostwriter because
you can't. It can't be an Instagram post.
It can't be an Instagram post.
Which is just like completely non sequitur.
Peach emoji dolphin.
Insane.
Like, y'all don't even know, bitches. You're like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Are you okay? Is this a cry for help?
Yeah.
Do you need me to get on a plane?
I want that though. I think it's going to be great. And
the book?
The book.
Yeah, I'm thrilled.
It's going to be like 4 pages long, I think.
need to know about the audiobook, though, because I only do things on audiobook.
Really?
Yes,
I'm like having people read to you?
obsessed with audiobooks. I'm obsessed with them. I crush them.
Here's...
I really do. I'm about to finish one tonight, and I'm so excited to go on to the next one. There's 13 books in the series I'm currently reading. Like, I'm obsessed. I crush audiobooks.
Here's my hopes for this book.
Yeah.
Punctuation and grammar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me too.
I also have some ideas for the title of the memoir.
Oh, we don't know. It's untitled at the moment.
I don't think it's going to be, but here's some.
Go.
Me Against the Family.
Oh, okay.
Keep on Dancing in My Kitchen.
Yeah. Yep.
Oops, I Did That Accent Again.
Oh, no.
Or my favorite, I'm a Slave for No One.
Oh, I like that one.
That would be good, right?
That is very good and empowering.
Thank you so much.
That's like empowering.
Uh-huh. And this, honestly, has been so much fun,
Oh,
Frankie.
I'm so grateful that you had me on the show. Thank you. And I thank you for educating me about what's going on in pop culture. I actually don't ever open my phone to look at Instagram I only follow some certain people. You know what I'm saying?
You're welcome.
I don't do the pop culture thing. So I'm
My
glad
mental illness is here for you.
kept me posted on what's going on. I
Absolutely.
don't really know.
And make sure to check out Summoning Sylvia wherever, Amazon Prime, Roku. What was the other one?
I think whatever that YouTube is where you pay
Apple
for
Plus.
it, Apple TV
Yes.
Plus, iTunes, all those good places.
So funny.
Yeah, please do check it
If you're in New York, go support Titanic.
Yes.
I mean, my God. And I will see you at the Dragons and Dangerous Telethon.
I know, I'm so
on
excited.
May 7th. Make sure to tune in. And as always, we'll catch you next time. Make sure to rate and review and subscribe, please. God.
Yes.
Take care. See you next time on Just Saying with Justin Martindale. Bye.
Mwah. Margot Martindale.